I was standing outside of a theater here called the Midland Theater, and someone said to me, "Hey, do you know Madison Ward?" And I said, "No, I never met him." And they said, "Oh, you know, he's in a band, you should listen to it." And I said, "Oh, well, what kind of band?" And they said, "Yeah, it's a band, it's him and his mom." And I was like, okay, no.
Sometimes I think, this is just a dream. You're gonna wake up and this has all been a dream. But this is for real.
I watched, which was Silent Movies, a YouTube video, which at the point, I think when I looked at it, I saw it had like 7 views. And they're playing guitars, and there's this moment when you first watch it where you think, okay, she's gonna sing. And then all of a sudden, this booming voice that doesn't need a microphone or anything, and it's just fantastic.
How about we just sing evergreen, your face, close together, baby.
We didn't want to be a duo, but we could see that this is what was happening. So we feel like it would be disingenuous if we tried to present ourselves as mother and son and make it seem like that's what we're all about.
When he first wanted me to be a part of the duo, I didn't know if I should take that serious or not. I think he was just being nice. But he said, "Mom, I think we should do this together. So don't tell people that you're there to support me. You are part of who we are. We are a duo." And I said, okay.
She wasn't pursuing anything more than what she had already achieved as a musician. She played in coffee houses, and that was enough.
When I got married, I had made an album, and I thought I would do it as a profession. But then, as I had kids and my life changed to more of a domestic type thing, I just kind of put that dream aside and concentrated on the children.
I never wanted to be a musician, and I never thought in a million years I would ever join her or play any songs.
We thought maybe one of our children would learn to play the guitar, follow in Mama's footsteps, and he was our last hope because the 2 older ones didn't do it. And finally he picked it up.
All I need is a sip of cherry cola and pie. When I die, gonna know the reasons why.
When I was in high school, people were writing songs about, "Baby, I love you. I'm gonna swim to the nearest ocean to get to you." I mean, who does that? Nobody does that. But then my brother turned me on to folk music, and I felt like I had awakened. People wanted to sing about the uproar that was going on in the 60s, and now people are starting to slowly come back to that. People are starting to say, wait a minute, there's a lot of stuff going on that we need to really think about. And the music is becoming more like, hey, give me real.
That we're not free.
It's going to take a different type of record label. It's going to take a different type of person to see this. And it clicked to me automatically that the man to send it to was Daniel Glass. And he called me back, I think the next day, and said, I stopped everything I was doing. What's going on with this band? Who are they? What's the story? How do I get in touch with them?
And I think it was the next day he got on a plane and he says, I want to meet these people. And I thought, somebody want to come and meet us?
I always believe, no matter what happens in the music business, that a great song usually prevails. What I like about Madison Ward and the Mama Bear when I see them is that I don't think that they're going to necessarily have to go through traditional paths to figure out where their success is.
We don't need anything except for
Why are people interested in them?
love choices.
Because they write great songs.
Madison succeeding is more important than me succeeding. And that's my true heart. I'm glad to be a part of this journey with him, but there's no competition or animosity. He can write every single song we do. For myself, I would have been content to be an independent, singing at different coffee houses, different clubs, and I would have enjoyed it thoroughly.
As I grew up, people would come up to me and tell me these stories about my mom and how many lives that she would touch, and people saying, your mom can play me anything. And it would take them somewhere else. And now being able to be a part of that and see that in my own journey and in our own path that we're on, I would say I have more respect for it now than I think I ever have.
Ruth and I have been married 35 years, and the hardest thing in this whole journey is the separation. But to see this door open up at this stage in our life is truly wonderful. I'm so excited for her. Hey, excuse me.
Think about that. A year ago, I sent that video to someone that I thought would like your music, and 1 year later, you are headlining that same venue. What does that feel like?
I've seen a lot of shows at the Midland, and I've never in a million years thought we'd have a name on the marquee there.
Last night I slept in a big yellow taxi. My imagination told me I was in the backseat of the road. That was the story I saw.
I have a lot of friends in this area, and they all say, man, you know, you've been wanting to do this for so many years. Are you freaking out with King? So many people, they don't enjoy their moments. 5 years comes like that. And you look back and you think, I didn't enjoy the moments. Enjoy every moment. Because you look up and they're 26 years old playing music with you on stage. It just happens that quick.
My jacket was cold.
Do you know an Uncharted musician whose music deserves to be shared with the world? Email artists at whoisuncharted to be considered as a featured artist in an episode of Uncharted and for an opportunity to record a track at the world-famous Village Studios in Los Angeles. Because your dreams are our dreams.
That's my mother, Ruth Ward. I'm Madison Ward. Thank you guys so much. We hope to see you all again real soon.